This is to serve as your final notice for the purposes of terminating your ownership of Croft Manor. You are required to immediately vacate and surrender possession of said manor to... There has to be a will or some kind of evidence of what happened to Mum in the manor somewhere. Dad's safe. Needs a combination. It's got to be in Dad's papers somewhere. Maybe in the library. Dad's map of the forgotten cities of northern Syria. He was closer than he knew to finding the tomb. Dad's book about immortality myths might be useful in my research.
I finally introduced Richard to the family. It went precisely how I imagined. I see but polite grace from mother, indifference and disinterest from father, and thinly veiled contempt from Atlas. Of course they don't approve. To them, Lord Croft is the man who took away their beloved
It must have been hard for Mum to go against her family's wishes. I'm glad she did. This is probably my grandfather, Benjamin. A picture with Dad and Anna. Never liked wearing dresses. My birthday crown. I was so proud of that thing.
Well, this is a hell of a thing. I met someone tonight quite unexpectedly. But it shouldn't have been, it seems. I've been so buried in my work, so distracted by my latest revelations, I never bothered to notice my surroundings. But there she was, sitting at my table in the library. Her name is Amelia. And apparently she's been studying right next to me. Art history, of all things. I shared some of my research against my better judgment, but I wanted to see how she would respond, and she did not disappoint. I felt as if I was suddenly engaged in a mental game of chess, moving and counter-moving in argument. At one point, that poor old librarian had to shush us as if we were children. I feel so foolish for not having noticed her earlier. She's a brilliant woman who's challenged my ideas for the first time in memory. In truth, I don't know if she's feeling as exhilarated as I am right now, but I dare say our conversation was mutually stimulating. For the first time in a long time, I find myself thinking about something else besides my research. I hope she returns for another round tomorrow.
My parents made a good team, challenging each other from the start. Dad would have liked me to go to Oxford, but I insisted on you. One of Dad's Yoruba masks. A gift from a friend he met on an expedition. Uncharted's artifacts from the Nile Valley. I always loved looking at these. Dad became interested in immortality myths after his expedition. This is the map I made for my first expedition with Dad. Wait, I can get to the library through the old servants' corridor. Too dark. Going to need a flashlight.
Lara, I've reviewed the report from your therapist. I have to say I was surprised to see a clean bill.
Well, hello there, Sir Lancelot. Don't worry, I won't be borrowing your sword this time. The Grand Hall. Always loved playing in here as a kid. This will be one of the first things to fix. A phoenix fig. This belongs to Anne.
Lara, you know the West Wing is off limits!
I'm sorry,
What are you doing sitting there on the floor, Mistress Lara?
Another one of Dad. Got to remember to pack this for my next trip. Should be able to explore the dark now. Hey, Jonah. Sorry for not getting back to you sooner. I've decided to do some research at the manor. A lot has happened, and I need some time to think about what I want to do next. This old place is filled with memories and secrets. Uncle Atlas has tried to keep me out of here for so long, I don't even know if I want to keep it. But after everything that's happened...
looking at the compass, thinking.
What about, if I may inquire?
Just thinking.
The offer came in the post last week.
About discovering faraway places, about finding adventure.
I'm sure you will, my lady. You've the soul of an explorer. But don't grow up too fast.
We've been through this.
Was Mum's room in here?
Just
Locked.
stay out.
Need a key to open this. Dad was always so protective of the West Wing. door to the library. Locked. There's got to be another way through.
Hi, Dad.
Need a combination for this lock. Not. Locked. Need a key to open this.
Amelia, the news has reached Mother.
falling apart. Maybe I should just let my uncle have this place.
They say a good test of a relationship is how well you travel together. Well, I'd say Amelia and I have passed that test with fly...
I'm not surprised he asked her to marry him as soon as he got the idea.
Amelia, I know we have had our differences in recent years. I've tried my best to keep an open mind about your relation.
Still just as creepy as I remember.
King to Queen 1. I'm going to win this time, Winston.
Clever girl. But you should know by now, winning isn't everything. Queen to King's Bishop 6. Check.
Easy for you to say. You always win. Knight takes Queen.
What I mean to say is try to enjoy the journey, Lara. Don't rush to victory. Bishop to King 7.
I know, Winston. I just want... Oh no! I didn't even see that!
You should also know
I would play chess with our old...
now, I'm not to be trifled with on this board, young lady. Mate.
Oh, I am going to win. Someday.
Everything is almost ready for Mistress Lara's...
I'm at a crossroads now.
Dad loved a good...
Dad, this is it! The basement of despair!
Indeed, Lara. Muster your courage, for this is the only path to the Library of Infinite Knowledge.
Look there! See the string?
An ancient Egyptian tripwire. The Keepers of Knowledge want none to disturb their treasures. We must tread carefully.
Let me lead. I know how to spot all the traps.
I'm sure you do, my darling. Lead on.
Most. One of the wire traps went. Water damage from the main hall above. This bust of Anubis. Plans for adding electricity to the manor. Dad used to say his granny hated all the bright lights.
Amelia left tonight. She packed her...
Okay, Dad's ledger has to be in here somewhere. Hopefully it has the combination to the safe. Okay, got to find those objects to figure out the combination to the safe. There's something else here. Dad's lighter. I don't remember him ever using it, though. Okay, should be able to light the fireplace now. I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
Let me see.
This was always one of my favorite books in this library. I used to trace hieroglyphs.
Two myths are referencing the same source material. But where did I see this image?
Dad, I think it's this one. In the chapter on Egyptian districts.
Why, yes.
One of Winston's notes. He always hid sweets for me to...
You're right, Lara.
I remember the page with the illustration of Ra.
My goodness, you've been paying attention, haven't you? This could be an important breakthrough.
This is my handy... Spent so many hours in here, reading, dreaming of my own adventures. This music is familiar. It's beautiful. It appears Sir Reginald's helmet fell off. Or didn't I put it back properly?
Does this mean I'm your research assistant?
That and more, my darling girl.
Takes me back. Those were good times. The best times. This picture was taken in the library. Took quite a tumble off of this old thing when I was a girl. Still feel it in the shoulder from time to time. I think I stashed one of Winston's master keys in here when I was a kid. Blank, except for the image of a key. I remember this map now. It leads to the master key. We made it with a special kind of invisible ink. It could only be seen with the heat of a fire. I can see the map. Looks like the key is hidden under a trunk near the bookcase. X marks the spot, as they say. The master key. This should get me into the West Wing. All right. This should open most rooms in the manor, including the forbidden. I think there might be more clues to find in the library.
with Amelia.
After everything Atlas has done, how could you tell
I
him
think
about
this was Dad's pocket watch.
the expedition?
It's just all been too much. I needed to talk to someone. He's still my brother.
This is Dad.
I don't trust him.
You don't have to, Richard, but please, trust me. I believe...
My mother's perfume. Their anniversary was in October. But which day? I can't believe I don't know this. There's got to be another clue somewhere. I remember this. Pretty sure my parents were married in October. I think it was close to her birthday. Mum's wedding. Dad may have discovered its secret to immortality without even knowing it.
Amelia.
At least that old thing still works. Starting to see things. Mum's atelier. Dad sealed it soon after she died. He probably couldn't bear the idea of removing any of her belongings.
My lord.
Untouched for years, exactly as she left it.
I stood up.
I don't have... Mum with me is a big... Mum's paintings. Which one was Dad's favorite? Blocks of red. Dad's favorite painting. Maybe something about that painting will help me figure out the combination.
You've almost got it, darling. Here, let me show you. Like this, see? Well done, Lara. Well done.
I wonder how my life would have been different had she lived. This was for a show in London of Mum's work. What I wouldn't give to see this.
Lara.
I'm glad I still have so much of Mum's work.